Really?
Go.
6. How have you found South Africa? Has coming to the continent at all felt like home in any way?
Yeah, I mean, man, the first time I came here, but I've cried every time I come here. I cry because it's unbelievable. See, y'all live here. You live where you from. You were born here.
Yeah.
Your ancestors is from here. My ancestors from here, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
I can't trace my ancestors on Ancestry.com because my father's father, my grandfather, was a slave. So there's no record of him. So I can't even go beyond my father. Imagine what that would feel like. So when I first came here, it was like coming back home to a place I had never been. How do you go home, but you've never been there? But it's really your home. And I cry every time I come here. Just to be on the ground. When I first landed in Johannesburg, I didn't even know I was famous in Johannesburg. I came here like 8 years ago. I didn't even know I was famous here. Man, I got off that plane in Johannesburg, the whole airport. Steve Harvey's here. He is here. Man, they showed up, man. They was big. They was big to me.
Did you imagine it was like a coming to America kind of a movie?
I mean, man, it was, they don't tell you about this in the United States. Africa is bushes, animals. They don't show you Johannesburg. They don't show you that people run the bank, that everybody at the airport black. The managers, the bag handlers, the clerks, the VIP room, the shops, everybody is black. I've never been anywhere where everybody is black.
I actually can't imagine what that feels like, going somewhere where everybody is white.
Come to America.
Ooh. So, speaking about coming to America, how do you feel about the Trump win?
I mean, it's crazy. But they're going to get what they asked for. The election of Donald Trump will not affect black people. Because we get treated the same no matter who the president is.
Oh, that's deep.
We've been getting treated the same way since we got here. Ain't no laws to protect us. The police in America, a black boy named Trayvon Martin can't go to the store to get some Skittles and an iced tea at halftime of a football game without getting killed. You can't get pulled over for a traffic light without getting killed. You can't pull your cell phone out without getting killed. They stop you in your car and ask for ID. You reach for something, you can get killed. You can lay on the ground and hold your hands up and say, "Don't shoot," and they shoot you anyway. And then the brother say, "Why did you shoot me?" The police officer said, "I don't know." And nothing happens to them. So what difference do it make? And our president was Barack Obama. It's not his fault. It's institutionalized racism, and that the black man has suffered in America a long time. Now, can you get over in America? Yes, you can. Can you win in America? Yes, you can. Can you pull yourself up and become something great in America? Yes, you can. Is it hard? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But if you got the drive and the faith in God, you can make it. It's a great country to live in for opportunity. I must tell you that. I gotta say that about America. It's my country though. And I've made quite a life for myself there that I would not probably have been able to make for myself anywhere else. Not at the level I've achieved. So Donald Trump is the president. For me, it's the same. You know, it's the same. So, but I feel sorry for so many people because of his tone during the running.
Yeah.
The things he said has been so hurtful to so many people. But he has an opportunity to fix it. He can fix it. But now don't nobody believe him. And he didn't win the popular vote.
No, they didn't.
Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. In America, we have to change that system.
Yeah.
If you change that system, he's not the president. But the college electoral vote, which I don't even...
Yeah. I was asking a US political analyst based in New York, do you think the system failed the people? Do you think the system failed Hillary Clinton? And his answer was simple: I don't think the system has ever served the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The system is created to support the system. The system ain't created to support the people. The people voted. More people voted for Hillary Clinton. She's not the president. But if you really go back to how that college electoral got started, it was really to help benefit the slave states.
Ooh.
See, ain't nobody gonna tell that story. So.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd take me too long to explain it, but that's what really got it started. And that system needs to go away. Because name me another nation where the people vote for one thing, but the other person wins. Nowhere, even in a third world country, if you get the most votes, you win. In Russia, if you get the most votes, you win.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So what's next for Steve Harvey?
I always got a lot of plans, you know. I'm always trying to do better. Always. A man without a dream or vision shall perish. So
what's on the vision board? Because I know you always have a vision board.
Africa is like one of the big things on my board. I always, Africa has been on my vision board for 5 years.
I remember you were telling, oh wow, can we get a shot of that? That is an amazing vision board. So that is your screensaver all the time?
It's on my phone, my iPad, my computer, my laptop, my desktops in all my offices. All of them say the same thing.
Wow.
And then when I
amazing.
accomplish it, I take it off and put something else. This green jacket, I'm gonna be the 5th black man to ever wear that green jacket at Augusta National. I'm gonna become a member of Augusta National. I'm gonna one day I'm gonna own Essence Magazine.
Wow.
It ain't even for sale.
That can happen. And Coca-Cola?
I can't tell you. But they're gonna come get me.
Well, this is exciting. I think your positive affirmations, what you do with vision, I think a lot of people lack vision. What we do on Mondays is we try to motivate people. So what would you say to people who don't have vision or maybe have given up and need some motivation, not just to get through
You're
the day?
gonna die.
Woo! Let's try that again. Say it again.
You're going to die.
Okay.
The Bible says, a man without a dream or vision shall perish. What you think that means? You're gonna die. You no dream, no vision, you're gonna die. You have to have vision boards. You have to write stuff down. Let me show you.
I got goosebumps, by the way, when I see that vision board.
I can't show this, but that's my morning gratitude prayer. I say all of this stuff every morning I wake up. These are the things that I have to be grateful for every morning. Before I kiss my wife, before I check my phone, I do that. Then there's a break, and then this is everything I'm asking God for every day.
Oh, wow. That is
So
amazing.
with all that I have, that's still what I thank Him for every day. And then that gap, that's what I'm asking Him for. And it's written down. Because you tell your people. See, people go to church and they go down there and they memorize scriptures, but they don't apply none of them to their life. I know people can spit the Bible out First Corinthians, Second Corinthians, and know all these verses. And they broke. They poor. Why? How? How you serve God and you broke, you poor? How? You ain't got no dream, you don't want nothing. You tell them the reason they have to write it down because there's a Bible verse, Habakkuk 2:2. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. Write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it will run to it. That means when you read it, it will cause you to focus and go after it. When people read it, people who have that can help you, they will help you get to it. And even though it tarry, that means even though it takes a long time, wait for it, for surely it will come. That's God's promise to all of us. That's how you get rich. That's how you get famous. That's how you get everything. If you write it down, believe in it, and never give up, surely it will come at an appointed time. It has to happen. That's God's promise. That ain't no theory Steve Harvey come up with. That ain't something Oprah Winfrey come up with. That ain't nothing Mandela came up with. That's God's word. It's true. Now, if you don't believe in God, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a full-blown idiot. What's wrong with you? Well, what is an atheist? What that mean? You don't believe in God. Well, how your life going? What do you do without God when it get dark for you? What is it that makes you hold on during difficult times if you don't have no faith? Explain that to me.
Well, I always ask the people who don't believe in anything bigger than themselves, when they are dying, what do they scream out?
Yeah.
What do they say out loud?
Yeah.
Please help me, self.
Yeah. Come on.
Help
if you
me,
drive in
self.
your car and your car go off a cliff, I bet you'll call him then.
Yeah. They go, oh God. That's
You got
say.
to do something.
Yeah.
You done already drove the car off the cliff. Ain't no need of hollering at yourself. You drove the car off the cliff.
I like that one.
So
I like
now,
that one.
Since you've driven the car off the cliff and you need some help right now, well, who you gonna call? What you gonna call? Ghostbusters? What you think this is? This ain't no cartoon, man. Who you gonna call? Daffy Duck? Who you call? Bugs Bunny? Who you gonna call? Cinderella?
I think you need to come and do a comedy show for us. When are you coming? And you need to bring some of the kings.
The boys, I'll bring them back, but we were talking about it the other day, man. We're doing one for Bernie Mac died.
Yes.
So we thought, but it'll sure take a lot of money.
We will round up South Africans, please. Round up. Some of you rich folk out there, round up the money to get the kings of comedy to come out to South Africa. It needs to happen.
All you need is a sponsor. We could come.
You would come.
We could come, but I retired from stand-up a few years ago. I haven't been on stage. But Netflix just gave Chris Rock $40 million
Oh, nice.
to do 2 specials. So I'm waiting. I put a call in. Give me 40, I'm back.
You do know the rand to the dollar is very weak, though. You know that, right?
What you mean?
The rand to the dollar is about 16 rand to $1. So whatever you want in dollars, we need to multiply by about 16. It's rough in Africa.
All right, so let me tell you.
I'm determined I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make Steve Harvey
All right,
come
I'ma
back.
tell you.
I'm putting it out to the universe that I'm going to bring Steve Harvey to South Africa, and now we're going to calculate the cost. Okay. That's not too bad. We can
8
make it
million
happen.
rand.
But now when you come, you need to talk to some kids.
I always do that. I did.
You gotta talk about your new book, which you haven't yet announced.
December 5th, it comes out in the States. It's called Jump.
I didn't even know yet a new book, but in my mind, I was getting.
It's called Jump.
Nice.
You ever see the video that went viral called Jump?
Mm-mm.
Just look me up online.
Okay.
Steve Harvey Jump video.
Okay.
One day after Family Feud finished taping, I was just talking to the audience, thanking them for coming, and I told them what every successful person does. It went viral. It's had over 1 billion hits. And so I wrote a book. It's called Jump. How to jump into the abundant life that God has for you. Because God has an abundant life for everybody. For everybody. God don't want nobody to be poor. I don't care where you live. You don't really have to be poor. But you have to change your mind, though. You got to change your mind, man. You don't change your mind. You change your attitude, you change your altitude. Your attitude is everything. It's everything. It's all you need is the right attitude and willingness to work so hard. Because me, when I was living in the car for 3 years, I just couldn't figure out what was wrong, and then I discovered I was itching all the time, just itching. And I found out I was actually allergic to poverty. Wow. That's what it was.
Were you angry? Like in the car, were you angry all the time?
I didn't have time to be angry because I was trying to figure out a way. I just had to keep working. Because I knew I wasn't going to stay in the car forever. I didn't know how long he was trying to teach me this lesson. It took me 3 years to get it, far longer than I wanted to. About the 3rd week of being homeless, man, I said, okay, I got it. He said, no, you don't. Oh. No, you don't. About a year, I said, okay, I think I got it. I'm ready to. No. But that 3 years taught me so much, man. It was actually the most valuable time of my life. Because I had nobody but God. I learned a lot about him. And so today, I don't live in the car. I got cars now you could live in.
Of course.
I got cars cost more than houses.
So there were people that put out a meme that was saying you should have announced the presidential debate.
I heard that.
Then it would have been an actual joke.
Yeah, that wasn't funny. And why you laughing so hard? Because it wasn't that funny.
No, it wasn't funny at all. I agree. It wasn't really wasn't
Yeah,
funny.
I know that. Why you laughing? Yeah. I had a lot of people call me.
Do you still cringe about that moment, or are you over it already?
I was over it a week after it happened. But I had to get a lot of security, though. I can't go anywhere now. I have 24-hour security at my house behind my gate. You can't come to my gate. Colombians threatened me, man. They had death threats out.
For real?
Oh yeah, man, they was for real. I had to take it serious. So now I'm surrounded by security all the time because of that. But I recovered, you know. I did a meme a week later. I said, I told them, I said, after everybody had wrote their memes that I didn't think were that funny and friends of mine had turned on me.
People even turned on you. This is so serious.
I did a meme where I said, I did on Christmas Day in the States, I was out in my backyard. And instead of saying Merry Christmas, I said Merry Easter, y'all. I just said Merry Easter, and it went viral. And I got let me show you something. My son is stupid, right? He's just like his damn daddy.
I'm trying to imagine my mom or my dad saying my daughter's stupid, right?
Yeah, he is. Trying to think of what
Do you get annoyed when they share memes with you?
This is a Christmas sweater.
That's
Steve
great.
Harvey's holiday sweater. So
That's great.
you can put your baby in it. You get coffee mugs. It says Merry Easter. My son created that today. It's on SteveHarveyHoliday.com.
Oh wow.
It went up last week. I made $4 million.
Okay. We can learn a lot from you. So what is the lesson about the mistakes we make in life?
Every mistake in life that you make, every moment of adversity that you have, two things happen. There is a lesson and there is a blessing. Every mistake in life, every moment of adversity, two things. There is a lesson and there is a blessing. The problem with the average person is they wallow in the adversity and they wallow in the mistake so long that they don't even get out of it to learn the lesson and receive the blessing. Look, man, everybody make mistakes. When I made that mistake, it hurt, man, because I took a bullet for a lot of people. The guy that was running the teleprompter, he's supposed to lose his job. The dude in my ear that told me what to say, he would never work again. The cue card person who put the third name on it when they had rehearsed two names only, they put a third name on it, they would lose their job. That's why I went out there that night and said, I made a mistake. But I read the teleprompter and said what they told me in my ear. I ain't stupid. I've been doing this a long time. Ho, Miss Columbia. Miss Columbia, great job, Steve. Then I go back, you said the wrong name.
Oh wow.
I go back and tell him I messed up.
Yeah.
The cue card guy just walked away. The camera lady, all them people just went away. I stood out there by myself and took that bullet. But I learned a lesson. The lesson was to always double check them other people, because you don't know if they done messed their job or not. So even though I read the teleprompter and did what he said, before I went out, I could have asked, do you all have everything together? That was the lesson I learned.
It's your face at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I can't rely on them and trust them to do their job right.
Yeah.
That was the lesson. The blessing was when the Super Bowl came up, T-Mobile called me and asked me to do a Super Bowl commercial. The money I made for doing one Super Bowl commercial paid for my whole family for 1 year. I make a lot of money, so for one commercial, it paid for my family for 1 year. And I became an owner because they asked me to do it again next year, and I told them no. They said, how much can we pay you? You had the highest rated Miss Universe of all time.
Oh.
I said, no, this is how much I want. They said, we can't pay you that much. I said, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I said, I tell you what, I want ownership of Miss Universe, Miss America, and Miss Teen USA. So now I'm one of the owners.
Amen to that.
That's the worst mistake I've ever made on television in my life. I learned my lesson, and then I waited, and here come the blessing. So now this year, I'm hosting Miss Universe again, and we're doing it in the Philippines.
I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. There's no limit to... Okay, I feel like this is a good time to wrap it up before I get emotional, maybe cry a little, maybe stalk you a little, because I want some of that genius to rub off on me. I think it's phenomenal.
But listen to this. It ain't my genius.
Yeah.
It's called grace. It's just grace. It's just God has grace available for everybody. I don't deserve this. Grace is undeserved, unmerited favor. That's what grace is. I'm just full of grace. Look, they paid me. That's all I was supposed to make. They paid me. I took my check home. I got paid. That's justice. See, justice is when you get what you deserve. Mercy is when you don't get what you deserve. Grace is different. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. So God just give me grace. It's just grace, God's grace. I don't deserve to have the life I have. I really don't. I ain't that funny. You understand? They just jokes. These just jokes, man. But because of God's grace, because of them 3 years in the car, because I help so many children, because I give so much money to help children that ain't even mine. You have no idea how many kids in college because of me and my wife. And we're not gonna say how many, but we're sending a lot of kids to school. We got a lot of mentoring camps. I changed a lot of boys' lives. I'm gonna come over here, man. I came over, I did an empowerment seminar yesterday, and I spent 2 hours talking to young comedians and entertainers in a room over in there for 2 hours. 150 young comedians and musicians, and told them how to do this business for free. Essence don't pay me to come here. I come here because Africa is on my vision board, because I want to come home to the motherland and give something to them, not take. I don't want your minerals and your resources. I want your people to become greater so we can tie Durban and South Africa to America. Why you think we call ourselves African Americans? They used to call us niggas. Then we was Negroes. Then we were coloreds. Then we were Negroes. Then we said, no, we want to be black. We made them call us black. And then one day, man, we said, wait a minute, man, black what? We ain't from here. We from Africa. We African Americans. Oh, that was hard. They was unbelievably upset with that. But why we call ourselves African Americans? Because we African.
Yeah.
We African. Y'all look like us. You look like my niece. He look like my cousin. Them women over here look like the women in the United States. Except their bodies over here is authentic. What's happening? What y'all eating over here?
We'll take you for a meal so you can see what
I
we're
don't
eating.
know what y'all eating, but y'all need to start serving it in Alabama. Lord Jesus. I done seen some women, Lord have mercy. And I know some dudes over here that's got like more than one wife.
Yes, our own president.
Yeah, I can't. I was gonna try to talk to my wife about that.
It's very simple. You just say to her, Marjorie, I'm ready to take on a second wife.
Yeah.
And you send them cows, but she's part of choosing the wife with you. And then you send cows through. And once that process is done and the family has accepted you, then you have a new wife. Yeah. It's kind of like a dowry. That's the English word for lobola. It's called lobola.
How about money?
You can send money.
Okay.
And it's the going rate. What's the going rate? 70,000 Rand, which is maybe, oh no, that's very little for you. That's like 5,000 US dollars for the wife. It's very little for you.
My wife's not gonna let me have it. I can't even tell that tomorrow. Hey, baby, I saw some girls in Durban, and 3 of them is coming back with us. My wife would kill me and all 3 of them.
Mr. Harvey, I can't thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. This has been so awesome chatting to you. Your energy is just inspiring. Your work, it speaks for itself. I can't wait to read your new book. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do in Africa.
Watch. I'm going to create jobs.
Oh, yes. Put it here, as you said, brother.
Watch this right here.
Put it here.
I found out that bank right over there is for sale.
Yeah, Africa. Yeah. Steve Harvey's going to buy things. We're going to see you in the malls here.
That bank is for sale across the street. I was talking with a man today. We should own a bank over here. And all the black people should put their money in the bank. And then we loan money to black people. That's how you change lives. You change lives with knowledge. Knowledge is how you change your life. You don't need money to change your life. You get the knowledge will show you how to create money. Once you get money, you can change a lot of stuff. You can help somebody. My father always told me something very important. My father was very poor. My father made $5 a day in the coal mines. And it was very simple. He said, son, best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Ooh.
Your phone just went.
My mother's favorite saying is, when you get to the top, send the elevator down.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility, it's your duty to send the elevator
See,
down.
my mom was a Sunday school teacher, and she said, God blesses you to become a blessing.
Yeah.
You can't buy a big house on the hill and don't show nobody else how to get a house on the hill. Everybody like the house on the hill. When the flood come, they can't get to you.
And you know we've been having floods.
See, you need a house on the hill.
We had about 9 people drowning on the highway. Imagine you're driving and you drown
And
on the highway.
this horrific video that's viral now of a father that watches her daughter, a young kid, getting
Washed away.
washed away, and he can't save.
She was about 4. She's still missing on the highway.
Like even the day before I came, I was driving and like it was flooding on my way home. I literally parked on the side and left my car, walked around, ordered an Uber, and that's how I got home. I fixed my car the following day.
Yeah.
It
So
was
it's
bad.
real what you're saying about the house on the hill. It's very real.
But I guess also it's harvest season. Like every